Hello everyone and welcome back to the UK Koi channel. And I do apologise, it has been a while, but like I said in my last video, I've started sixth form recently, so I don't have much time to make videos. So I will try and upload a little bit quicker, a little bit more often, but that is the reason I'm uploading a bit slower. And today we're going to be looking at my Kujaku koi fry. Now it's been quite a few weeks, I think, since I last posted a video on them, and in that time they have had some tremendous growth. Well, some of them have, some of them haven't. So let's take a look at some of them now and have a look at how they've developed over these last few weeks. And if you do enjoy the video, please do consider subscribing, as I would really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get on with the video. I had them sat just in this bowl here behind me, so let me just drag it over so we can take a look at them. And here they are. Now, as you can see, there is one in here that is not a Kujaku. This is a Deutsche Sankei from my home spawning. Now this one's just in here because I'm going to be moving it into the tank now. But I thought I'd just put it in here whilst I had it just to show you. I will be giving an update on all my koi fry in the next couple of days. But the main focus of today's video is these beauties right here. Now as you can see, they have put on some good size. This Kujaku here is looking really nice. Really good sheen on it, really nice clean fins. They have put on some nice size, as you can probably tell from the last time I had them in the net. But also some of them haven't. Now, reasoning behind that is just genetics really in some of these, and it can be quite disappointing. However, some of them have put on quite a lot of tremendous size. I've got some different variations here. Got this individual here, this metallic koi. Not too sure what variety this is. And those of you who've been watching would know that these actually were from an uncontrolled spawning. So there is a real variety of types in here. Majority are Kujaku, but there's a real variety in sort of the metallic mixes here, just because this was just a random spawning from my pond. It was not a controlled spawning. You've got a few different types you can see, real variation, but they're coming along quite nicely. And in terms of size, I'd say this one's about 1.5 inches. I'll give you sort of context using my hand. Kind of hard to show you, if I can get a grab on it. But this is probably the biggest one of the ones I kept here. However, I have got some much larger ones, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Get to sit still, you can sort of see what we're looking at there. Nothing outstanding, but for my first home spawning, I couldn't really be more happy with these. And the plan with these guys is actually to put them in with the rest of these fry in here, just because the temperature is perfect in here, and having them in this environment means I can feed them proper food and get them growing a lot quicker. The other thing is they're also very easy to differentiate, as they aren't Gosankei. These are metallics, so you can really tell the difference between the Gosankei. And then with my own homebred Gosankei, which I have here, it's actually a Deutsche, which if you look onto the side of the fish, give me a second here. As you can see, it's a not full scale, sort of a mirror scale pattern on this koi. So it's easy to differentiate that because all the koi that are in here are full scale. So that's the plan with these. We're going to place these guys in here. I've already acclimatized them, so we'll get them in now. But as you can see, some real good progression on these. This is still probably my personal favorite, this one that's here, just in terms of the pattern and the strong colors on it. And then close second will be this one. But now we're going to take a look at some that are much larger. But first, let's get these guys in the tank with the rest of the fish. I've just removed the slightly smaller ones that would have possibly gotten eaten, and now I'm left with these larger ones here. So let's lift them up now and place them in. They're already acclimatized, so you should have no issues with that. And in they go. Off into the main pack. I'll update you guys on these ones in about a week or so, just once they've had a bit of progression. But now let's take a look at some of them that have grown to about 2 inches in length. And here in front of me I have my larger fry. Now I had separated these ones out just because these are growing a lot larger. I'll chuck up some footage now just to show you this one here and that one there, which you'll probably have to see now, and then compare them to how they look now, and you can see how much these have grown. Now I am aware that this one here is actually a Ogon, this big one here. Now it's about 2.5–3 inches now, and as you can see, it's put on some tremendous size. And some of the other ones haven't put on as much size as I would have liked. These 4 here haven't grown that much, but this one here has put on some tremendous size as well. And the whole reasoning behind this is to actually put them into an aquarium inside, just to separate them out really, as a bit of an experiment. And as you can see, sort of for context, this Ogon here has, well, really grown. I'll show you sort of from a side angle if I can get it. It has tremendously grown. I'm really impressed with the size of this fish, and I will be moving it into the main tank now because I can very easily differentiate it and it will grow a lot faster in there. But as you can see, these have put on some tremendous growth. These 2 Kujaku here are looking quite nice. This one's lost a bit of its pattern. It was orange like the one next to it, but the orange is a bit fainter now, sort of on the back and sort of a pattern form. You would be sort of wrong in saying you think it's Kujaku. Easy mistake to make, but you can tell by sort of the metallic sheen on the fins and on the head that this one is 100% a Kujaku. And for these other metallics, they're doing quite well. This one here is probably the best of the bunch. Got some really nice colours coming through, so it'll be interesting to see how that one develops. But I couldn't really be more happy with these and the size they've put on. You know, they've been a regular feed of this sort of the fry crumb, and it's been doing really well for them. And I'm really impressed with how they're doing. And here's actually the full footage of them when they were much smaller. And this was about a month ago, and as you can see, they've probably about doubled in size. Well, the two larger ones have. The smaller ones haven't quite reached that size yet. But I'm hoping that by removing these two larger ones, these smaller ones will grow a lot quicker, as there'll be far more food and space available for them. And yeah, the plan is just to keep growing these guys out. I couldn't really be more happy, considering this is my first home spawning. You know, the results have been pretty decent. So fingers crossed next year I can get some even better results and really do a little bit better job at grazing these fry. Now, these are sort of some examples of what they may look like eventually. I'm pretty sure this Ogon's quite similar, obviously nowhere near the same quality as my Yamabuki Ogon, but fingers crossed it will have similar resemblance. Of course, this isn't the parent of the fish, but it's a similar type of koi to give you an idea of what it may eventually look like. But I'll keep you updated and post some updates on them a bit more regularly now. And that is it for today's video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy the video, please do consider subscribing and also leaving a comment and a like. I'll respond to your comments, so if you have any questions or anything you want to say, then do let me know. But apart from that, I'll catch you in the next one.